Hey YouTube, hey Young and the Restless fans, Ashley is back this week and it's going to be an exciting week that could be leading up to the climax in the Allan Martin story. Is Allan really Martin? It certainly seems like it, so let's get into what the spoilers are telling us for the week of April 7th to the 11th. So Ashley is back this week as Ashley returns home to chaos. Jack's going to fill Ashley in on their theory that Allan could actually be Martin and the one behind what happened with holding Sharon and Phyllis captive. And in the preview, we see Jack telling Ashley, do you think that it is at all possible that Martin was the one that survived that fall in Paris? And Ashley is going to be horrified to think about that idea. And of course, we know that Ashley and Allan and Martin have history too, but this is also Traci's worst fear. This is what she's worrying about, that Allan is really Martin, and that means her hopes of getting married will be out of the question. Jack and Ashley worry about Traci's safety this week, and Traci, it looks like, could find herself in some danger. In the preview, we see Allan showing up to the suite and surprising Traci. Traci will demand answers from Allan this week, but look for Allan Martin to deny everything and downplay Traci's concerns. But Traci's going to make a distress call. Oh no, Traci looks like is going to be alone with Allan, so anything can happen here. But it looks like Traci's going to send out that SOS, so we'll see who comes to her rescue. It could be Sharon and Phyllis. Spoilers say Sharon and Phyllis form a surprising alliance, and they're going to learn new information too this week about their kidnapper. Chance will tell Sharon, Phyllis, and Nick that there's a paper trail that leads back to Paris, and of course that connects to Allan and Martin. But is Allan really Martin? Was Martin the one who actually survived that fall last year and has been pretending all this time in some sort of twisted game of his? Spoilers say Chance uncovers shocking information this week, so maybe Chance will realize the startling truth. Maybe Chance will get some sort of proof that Allan is really Martin. And that means Traci is in danger, and her hopes for marriage are going to be dashed as well. So that's unfortunate for Traci. Sharon and Phyllis want justice this week too, so we'll see if they end up facing Martin. And of course, this is much more of a serious situation for Traci too, and she could be in serious danger. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if Allan admits that he's Martin. We'll see if Chance finds the truth that it is Martin. We'll see what Chance uncovers this week. But it really seems like we're racing toward a climax in this thriller of a story, so stay tuned. It's going to be really interesting to see how everything plays out. And speaking of Chance, it looks like his relationship with Summer could just be about over. Chance finds closure with Summer this week, and Summer's going to mention that she wouldn't mind if Claire disappeared. Oh no, hopefully that's not foreshadowing anything bad for Claire. Summer, though, is going to admit that she's not truly over Kyle, so maybe Chance and Summer will come to an agreement that maybe things aren't going to go well for them. Maybe they officially split up this week. Claire and Kyle, though, couldn't be happier, and we've seen them have these wonderful scenes together, and they're happy, and there's only one problem for Claire and Kyle, and that's Victor. This week, Victor reveals a new plan of attack, too. So when Victor wants something, he usually gets it. So Victor this week is going to try to recruit Audra against Kyle. Victor wants to break up Kyle and Claire, and he wants Audra now to seduce Kyle. And we know, of course, that Kyle and Audra have history, too. But Victor vows to punish Kyle for going against his wishes and dating his granddaughter. This is very Romeo and Juliet kind of a story, right? There's those themes there of not wanting another family to date the daughter. So it's going to be fun. And of course, we've seen that in the past too with Victoria and Billy, right? And all of that. So it looks like Victor just does not want Kyle and Abbott, right, dating Claire. But Claire and Abbott, I do believe they love each other, although they haven't really expressed that emotion yet, but they're definitely moving in that direction. They definitely look like a really solid couple. But Victor vows to punish Kyle for going against his wishes, and dating his granddaughter Claire. And also, of course, because Kyle and Jack now have figured out that Victor has spies at Jabot. So we'll see how this corporate intrigue plays out, and we'll also see if Audra accepts Victor's offer. Spoilers say Audra considers a tempting offer, and in the preview we see Victor telling Audra, "Have you ever considered getting even with Kyle Abbott?" "Let's say I do want to get even," says Audra. "What do I get for that?" Victor will promise Audra her own division to run at Newman Enterprises, so we'll see what Audra decides to do. It's going to be another exciting week, and we're going to learn a lot more about Allan and Martin and this whole mystery. Is Allan really Martin? Ashley returns this week, and Phyllis and Sharon team up, and maybe they'll be the ones to stop Allan Martin, their captor, and face him once and for all. We'll see. And we'll see if they are able to get Traci out of danger, and we'll see if Jack and Ashley play a role in that too. So stay tuned to see how all of the action plays out this week, and we'll have a lot more on the way too with the Aristotle Dumas story. That's a very intriguing story, so keep it here. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Watch The Young and the Restless, CBS Daytime and Paramount Plus, and I'll see you in the next video.